Joining me now in the studio is our sports news reporter Ben Smith. What do we know?
Well, it's something we've been expecting, Damien. He's been the front runner all along. They spoke to a number of internal candidates at Everton, including Alan Stubbs and Phil Neville, but Martinez was always the man they really wanted. As you say, it's a 4-year deal, which is something of a show of faith in a young manager they believe can do great things with a football club, but it's also a big challenge.
A big challenge, big shoes to fill. David Moyes was very successsul in his 11 years there, and he's got a big in-tray at day one.
Certainly does, and as you say, following Moyes in there, it won't be easy. He's always done very well in getting the very best out of that squad, and certainly the likes of Leighton Baines and Marrow and Fellaini will be players he will be desperate to hold on to this summer in the face of interest from bigger clubs. But he'll also want to bring in and build a squad of his own, and so the next few weeks should be interesting. Whether he returns to Wigan to pick up a few players that did so well from there, we'll have to wait and see. But it's certainly a job he believes he can take on and succeed with.
I guess a lot of those Wigan players will be available now they've been relegated.
Certainly, and the likes of Callum McManaman and Antolin Alcaraz are two players that he has already been linked with, and certainly players that Everton fans may be seeing come their way in the next few weeks. But as you say, the fact that they've gone down to the Championship will mean that if he were to go back to Wigan and to try and pick up these players that have done so well for him, he may find that they're available at a very good price. So it's a fascinating few weeks ahead.
There was a period of what seemed to be bad feeling between the two clubs as they haggled over compensation.
There was. I think Everton felt that perhaps Wigan could have been gone about their business slightly differently. I think they were upset that it was made public so early and that the Wigan chairman Dave Whelan was so willing to talk about it. But now it's done, I think that'll be forgotten. I think the relationship between Roberto Martinez and his chairman Dave Whelan, we all know, is one of great friendship and loyalty, and I think that will remain intact. And he leaves Wigan with Whelan's best wishes and hopes for the future, I think. A
big job, but it's a good job, an attractive job for any young manager.
It certainly is, and Everton traditionally have always been one of the big clubs in this country, and this is their first foreign manager. I think that's a significant thing to mention as well. But it is an attractive job for any young manager. It's no surprise that Martinez, who's an ambitious young manager himself, feels that he can go to the next level with Everton. Now, it'll be breaking into that top 4 or 5 clubs, which Moyes found very hard to do on a consistent level. That will be the real challenge facing him at Goodison Park.
Still a vacancy at Wigan. Who are the runners and riders there?
Well, they hope to appoint a new manager within the next week or so, which is very speedy. But I think Steve Bruce was linked this morning, but my understanding is that he is not among the front runners for that job. Someone that might be is Owen Coyle, the former Bolton manager. He's available, but they've had over 30 applications for that job, and so they're just sifting through them now. I think they'll begin interviews towards the end of this week and the beginning of next, and they hope to make a swift appointment before the new season, which comes around very quickly.
Is that an attractive post as well? Because they've been relegated, but it seems to me they've got a solid structure there.
They do, and I think that they know that Dave Whelan will invest in the squad. He'll have great support from the chairman. They feel that the training ground is something they're doing at the moment. They're redeveloping that. They're redeveloping the academy. It's a club that many managers will look at and see as an opportunity, and many will feel is a Premier League club. Now, Martinez has kept them there for the period of time until this season, and I think any young manager or any manager who has experience and feels that his reputation will allow him to go in there and take them back to the Premier League. It's, in many people's views, a Premier League club just slipping down a league this season.